Activision has made it a habit of squeezing their most valuable franchises dry, and there's probably no finer example of this than with the Guitar Hero franchise. Guitar Hero 5 comes out the same year as Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Van Halen, and Band Hero, not to mention a couple of portable versions. But is this the year they do it right, or could it have used a little more time in the cooker? The story of Guitar Hero 5 is pure and simple. You're a fledgling rocker trying to make it big by playing a lot of other people's songs. Fortunately, the developers have cut out the barely animated cutscenes, leaving more room for pure unadulterated game playing. The career mode eases you through the songs at a scaling difficulty rate and lets you rock out as any of the growing cast of characters or your own customized character. You can even choose to play as your avatar in the Xbox 360 version of the game. The setup is a simple one, and honestly, players don't need anything more. In terms of design, the graphics in the game are simply awesome on the technical side. There's lots of animation making the game look fluid and natural as your character rocks out. Once again, in addition to the stock characters, Activision has placed several real rockers for you to choose, which can be fun to see until you choose them to play other songs. Seeing digital Kurt Cobain sway to Billy Idol's Dancing With Myself is an odd experience. However, I must once again compare this game to Rock Band, and the art style of Guitar Hero is somewhat of a put-off. Everything is very bright and colorful, and it just doesn't feel like you're really playing songs in front of the crowd. A welcome addition, players are not required to play through the career mode, as every song is unlocked from the start. Instead, each song in career mode comes with a special challenge. Some of these are a lot of fun, such as trying to get a huge streak, while others are more annoying, such as whammying for a certain amount of time. Overall, however, these challenges are a welcome addition. Also, some new modes make their way into the competitive portion, such as Momentum, which increases or decreases the difficulty level as you hit or miss notes, respectively. And even though these boil down to simply hitting as many notes as you can, they can still make the game more fun and interesting. For those casual players, Party Play is the way to go. From the opening screen, you can let the game sit and play through the songs, jumping in on any instrument, even any instrument combination, without any fear of failure. On the hardware side, Activision chose to only release a guitar bundle at the game's launch. While the guitar is great, it's a shame there is not a new drum set considering the widespread hardware failure of the World Tour kit. Guitar Hero 5, as you would expect, plays very similarly to the previous versions of the game, but some minor tweaks to this tried and true formula offer some welcome variety. Once your individual star meter is full, you can gain star power and pass it off to your friends. This can really help if a more seasoned player is guiding a newcomer through the game. Band moments, like star power, require that the whole band hit a sequence of notes perfectly. These give a whole band a score multiplier and also look really cool when you pull one off. It's also fun to start blaming the person who messed up the streak. If you're a veteran of these series looking for a challenge, you will not find it here. The guitar tracks have been slowly getting easier since Guitar Hero 3, and the pattern continues. The drum parts are slightly frustrating in that they are mostly terribly easy, but ramp up way too fast towards the end. The game's vocal engine comes nowhere close to being as fun or precise as Rock Band's. GH Studios undergone an overhaul for the better. Gone are the terrible MIDI guitar sounds replaced with professional quality sound sets. The studio is not very accessible to any but the hardest of hardcore, but there are some tutorials in place to help if that's your thing. Still, I must compare this with its competition Rock Band, which will soon release an update allowing aspiring musicians to upload their own semi-professionally recorded songs. Guitar Hero pales in comparison. There isn't anything spectacularly different here, but fans will appreciate the changes and still have fun with the classic gameplay. Unfortunately, the set list ultimately makes or breaks the game, and Guitar Hero 5 is hit or miss. The developers did a great job of assimilating a wide variety of artists, but this may be the game's downfall, as this means you're so many songs you will not like, period. This also makes the replay value much lower than it could be. After beating the career, you'll play those few songs you like again a few times, maybe if you have some friends over to play, and that's about it. However, if you are able to import a large number of songs from World Tour and Smash Hits for a nominal fee, if you already own those, that is. You can also choose to purchase new tracks from the expanding music store, but again, Guitar Hero is lagging far behind Rock Band's over 800 songs and counting. In addition, these relatively few that are available come nowhere near the quality and diversity found in the Rock Band music store. To wrap up, I'm giving the story a 5 out of 10 because there is none, but that's okay. Design gets a 6.5. The developers do a great job of updating the graphics engine every year, and everything feels very well organized and polished, but that just can't fix the fact that you just feel like someone playing a game rather than a bona fide Guitar Hero. Gameplay gets a 6.5 as well. The game is as fun as ever to play, but the song choice keeps getting worse every year. Finally, for replay value, I give it 5.5, and that's if you have a group of friends willing to play with you. Otherwise, this game will be going back on the shelf pretty fast. Overall, Guitar Hero 5 gets a 6.5, and if Activision wants us to keep playing this game, then they should focus on what's really important in a music game. The music. The hardcore players will buy this game looking for a challenge, which they won't find, and the casual players will play Smells Like Teen Spirit 500 times and never know the difference.